Hello, my name is Mark and I'd like to talk today about the new phone towers who were put up on the Florida Peninsula in South Australia. About a few months ago I saw the first new phone towers going up in Barrie Bridge. And there were 3 phone towers and we stayed actually in Barrie Bridge overnight, and the first time in my life I had a strong headache, thyroid pain and stomach pain. Dizziness, then skin became numb, and I thought, what is this? So I thought, wow, I'm getting a virus or something. But when we left the place shortly afterwards, those symptoms started to disappear. So I thought, well, could it be the new towers, the new phone towers they put up? They put 3 new phone towers up there, and I stayed there overnight before when there were no phone towers and there was no problems, and I thought, wow, it could be the phone towers, but I didn't expect it that the phone towers could have that much effect on my body. Anyway, on the way home, after an hour, all the symptoms left, the stomach pain left, the thyroid pain left, the headaches left, and the numbness of the skin was gone. So I thought myself, wow, it could be the phone towers, but I wasn't really sure. Next week we went back to Barrie Bridge. Same thing happened again. Everything, the skin went numb and the thyroid started to hurt, and the chest and the upper stomach, even in the wrists, in the arm, I had lots of pain. So I thought myself, wow, that is definitely their phone towers. But I wanted to have proof of it. So I ordered myself in a meter to check the radiation from the phone towers, and there were very high levels, 750, 800 microwatts per square meter. And I was right. What my body was sensing actually was a high radiation from the phone towers. So I thought, wow, how can that be? You know, I can't be my whole life feeling this sort of things. So I thought, well, I have to skip Barrie Bridge and don't go there anymore. And I did actually for a while, and in the meantime, it's just a couple of months later, I saw about 50 phone towers going up on the Florida Peninsula. They are placed near the main road going to Victor Harbor. They're placed on every hill, and the same symptoms started to appear here in the Florida Peninsula, in Victor Harbor, also in Goolwa, in the town center. I feel dizziness, I feel headaches, I feel stomach pains, the same symptoms I had in Barrie Bridge before. So I had my equipment and I measured in Victor Harbor the radiation, and the radiation was very high, not as high as Barrie Bridge. So I measured in Goolwa, the radiation was very high, but after measuring all those towers I became very, very sick. I had to go home and I had to stay at home for a long time, because I live in a valley and I'm protected from the radiation, and after a few hours my body recovered and felt good again. And I thought, wow, what is this? I've been living on this Florida Peninsula for 25 years, and I love this country. I love this Florida Peninsula. It is nice and green. We've got plenty of rain. So I couldn't handle that my living area has been stolen from a big corporation who put up the towers. They radiated me and other people, and without consent, basically. Our bodies have been radiated. People, just think about it. Your bodies have been radiated with microwaves without consent. Nobody asked you, and even there's lots of people probably who can't feel what I can feel, the pain and the thyroid trouble. But how can it be that this nice place is polluted through the air, through radio frequencies, to EMFs actually, electromagnetic frequencies, electromagnetic radiation. It's the same principle what you use in your microphone, in your microwave. Your microwave works on the same principle. You know, it really brings in a high vibration into the cells. You know what you cook, and the same is happening with your body. Your body is pushed into 2 gigahertz or something, a high vibration. And normally it only goes between 6 and 8 hertz. You know, the body cells have very low vibration, and if you push them up very high, so you feel something. I feel that really strongly, and not just a little bit. I feel it very strongly, and I feel that my living space has been restricted. So I'm like in prison now, because the towers are everywhere. There's no place where you can hide anymore. So I said, wow, what is this, you know? Without consent of being radiated. And I think what I feel in my body, the pain in the chest, the pain in my thyroids here, that's where the pain is, that will do damage, you know, and I'm lucky that in one way I feel it, and unlucky that my living room is restricted. But there's other people, you know, who can't feel this radiation, and they are radiated. I had a customer a few weeks ago, and he had the same symptoms I had, and he went to the doctor. He had been x-rayed, and he was clear, and the doctor couldn't find anything. But it's very clear now that those EMF frequencies is doing harm to our bodies. I feel it myself. So if somebody can't, and there's nobody who can tell me this is not true what I'm feeling, because if I go out of those radiations and I go in a valley, everything is fine after a few hours so far. But so what is my future? What is my future in this area, in this country where I'm being radiated? Yes, and this is a question. I'd like to really know if there's a few more people who have the same experience, you know. I really standing now in front of a new problem, and I really like to know if there's more people feel the same way. Even if there is only 1% feeling like me. Australia got maybe over 20 million people, and this is 200,000 people who will suffer, even if it's only 1%. And if the 200,000 people in Australia will get cancer soon, this is a lot, you know. I don't know if this advanced technology is worth it, you know. So I asked if there's more people, especially here in the Floral Peninsula, South Australia, who feel the same way, and I asked you to put up some comment on and leave your name there and your email, so I could email you and could get in contact with you. That would be excellent, because I think they have gone over the top this time. We have to eat now food what is poisoned from GMOs, and that means basically poison is cloned into our foods. And we eat this when everybody gets stomach pains now and stomach ulcers, and they're going into the shopping centers and collecting money for cancer research. What a joke! What a big joke! They're going into the shopping center to collect money for cancer research. Everybody knows that Monsanto puts poison into the grains. They clone it into the grains so that the bugs will not eat basically the poison, will not eat the grains, sorry. And so we're eating the same grains, and it gives us for sure stomach pains, you know. So where are we now? That our water is polluted with poison, and we have to drink it, you know. Our drinking water in Adelaide is really not the best, you know. There's fluoride in it, and it makes us complacent. It makes us spiritual dead. Something is on. Something is on a great scale, and we really have to think about it now. and we have to wake up. We have to wake up. This earth, this earth otherwise will, and the people will get very, very sick and will die. We are the only inhabitants on this earth who destroys their own living areas. You know, is it for sake to have a laptop or have a smartphone, 200,000 cancer patients in the next few years? Just if it's 1%, but I believe it's even more. So we will kill ourselves, you know, and the question is, do the new phone towers in South Australia killing us slowly, question mark? Yes, I believe they will. They do actually, you know, because I feel already, if the thyroid is in charge to regulate the whole body with everything, you know, and if this stops working, you know, then we that's it, you know, we're getting all sorts of effects. So I really like to know if there's more people who are feeling like me, and I really like to get together with like-minded people who fighting against phone towers, who have health effects already, because the EPA Australia said to me this is totally safe and there is no health issues, and this is not true. This is not true, but they have to speak for the big companies and for the governments who are in bed with the big companies. Okay, this is my first video, and I really wait that some people, you know, put a comment on this YouTube page, so we could come together and can talk about this issue. I think this is the beginning of a big thing to happening, and I think we have to put a step further. We have to go a step further and really fight that whole thing, the whole phone tower thing. Yes. Okay. If there's people there, please leave a comment. And nice talking to you guys. All love from me to you. This is the beginning of a good thing. It will work out good in the long run, but we have to raise up. There is no way we'll just let this happen to us. Okay? Okay? Have a good day. Okay, leave a comment. Thank you.